How you doing? Welcome back to YouTube. Now, it has been a while since I've done any videos on any YouTube stuff because I just don't have a time for it and I don't have a know-how, and I think, to be honest, it's a little bit shit, to be fair. But to be honest with you, there is a sort of thing I want to try out now. I've been wanting to try it for years, and it is a task. It's a little bit of a challenge, sort of a challenge to myself, and that is starting off with a scooter and ending up with something expensive like a superbike. Okay, and I've always wanted to call it scooter to superbike. Okay, and it's a little bit of a challenge I'm going to set myself in 6 months, or not 6 months, 12 months, in a year. So I want to go from a scooter, whether it's a 50cc or 125cc, and get all the way up to a superbike. Okay, I'm not talking about, say, like a 1995 Blade or a 1999 or 2000 R1. I'm talking about the big guns, the S1000 RRs, maybe a Ducati, maybe a Fireblade SP, something like that. So this is a challenge that I'm setting myself for 2026. The challenge has already started. So I was fortunate enough to come by a scooter, a 125 scooter. I'll show you it in a minute. You can just see the front wheel just there. And what I want to do is turn this bike into another bike. So I want to sort of get this one sorted. It's a non-runner at the moment. I want to upgrade to, say, like a KTM 390, then go on to 600, 750, so on and so forth, and just work my way up. And it's not just going to be one sort of type of bike. It's going to be all sorts of bikes that are going to be involved in this. And hopefully I can get a mini series together and tell you what's involved. And along the way, I'll tell you the cost of what everything's costing, how much I'm selling them for, how much I'm buying for, and see where we go from there. And hopefully we'll get up to about a 15, 20 grand super bike by the end of the year. So this time next year, I'm hoping to have something nice and shiny and big in here. Okay, so I'll just show you it. So, lexmoto Chieftain. It's a big ugly beast, not the best looking bikes. I was paid to take this away. It was a debt that somebody owed, not to me but to a landlord. The tenant wasn't paying their debts, they got kicked out. Bike was left behind. It's a bit of a they kind of owed some debts, so it was taken away. Now I was paid to take it away, so I was paid a little bit of money to get taken away. I'm not going to mention that because that could be a private matter. It comes to me as a non-runner. I got it home, give it a pressure wash, clean it all down. Had a look, see what I needed to buy for it. So far what I've had to buy for it was an ignition barrel, because it obviously didn't come with keys, because the tenant has lost the keys, apparently. Okay, so that cost me 24 quid for the ignition and barrel. Okay, and spare keys. Now I plugged that in, okay, turned it on, and the lights lit up and then disappeared. Now, the thing is what's happened is the battery is completely flat, completely kaput, so I've got to buy another battery. That's £26, so I've ordered one of them, should be here tomorrow. Once I've done that, I fitted the exhaust. I'll show you the exhaust. So the exhaust originally was that one there, so it's pretty knackered, as you can see. So I've replaced the exhaust with a nice shiny chrome exhaust there. I don't know if you can see it this way. As you can see, it just sticking out there. There we go. Okay, so we've got this nice shiny exhaust. So I'm going to get back onto that exhaust is 40 quid. Alright, so we're up to £100 so far. Alright, or just under £100. I've also got to buy a silencer for it, because it hasn't got a silencer at the moment. Once that's done, I'm probably looking at about 300 quid max I'm going to spend on it, okay, to get it up and running. And hopefully this bike, I've seen online that they're selling between £1,200 and £1,500. Alright, there's a 2020 model. So once it's all sorted, I'll give it a little paint up. Okay, so you can see just these here are starting to fade, so I'll strip them down and give them all scrub up and clean. Get a good old thorough clean down, get it in for an MOT, and hopefully we'll be able to sell it. Same with here, all the paint's coming flaking off, all the paint's just flaking off, build quality on it's not very good. Tyres are all good. Once it's all up and running, I should pass the MOT. I've checked it over, all the bits that need to be checked, like the tyres, brakes all work, indicators and lights, I can't check that because the battery's completely kaput. Alright, so hopefully I'll be able to keep the mini series going, and I'll keep you updated, and I'll try and be a bit more sort of regular on YouTube doing these videos. Alright, but yeah, hopefully, I mean, it's a winter month now, so we've got plenty of time to mess around in the workshop, get all these stuff sorted. Like I said, I've got to put the barrel back on. And funny enough, with these chieftains actually, the barrel is actually a Honda PCX barrel in keys. So hopefully, if you've got a chieftain and you've got no barrel for it, then the Honda PCX will fit it. Alright, so until then, I'll come back to you. I'll keep you updated on the build of this one. Hopefully tomorrow I'll do a little video on YouTube as well. See if I can go live on YouTube and put the battery in, get it fired up and see what's happening now. I don't know how much fuel it's got in it. I obviously need to drain the fuel out if there is fuel in there, because it's probably quite stale now, and I'll put some fresh in there and we'll get it up and running hopefully tomorrow. Once I've done that and got everything running and how it should be, then I'll check it all over, make sure all the lights and everything works, and then give it all a good old clean down, a real good clean up. Take the bits off it needs spraying, like the wheels are pretty filthy here, so you can do a bit of clean up, polish and all that sort of stuff. Alright, so until then, hopefully this here will turn in to a 1000cc superbike by the end of the year, but I'll keep you updated on the different ones that we're going to do. Till then, thumbs up, knees down, see you on the next one. And remember, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do. Alright, cheers then.